When I was considering lots of schools, tuition was a factor, of course, the cost of tuition, and I knew that by choosing VCU I would be getting a great education at a great value. What I didn't realize was how much VCU was going to support me in other ways. I got funded to go to Los Angeles for a conference, to New York City for an exhibition. VCU took my class to New York for a couple of times. They funded me to go to 2 residencies. What that means for me now in my daily life a year after school is that I have a lot less student debt than a lot of my peers who went to other art schools. And that means that I can afford a studio and I can afford to spend more time in the studio and less time at my day job. I have a lot of respect for my classmates. They are awesome. They all were very different kinds of artists, and they worked in very different ways and approached art making very differently from one another. And that meant that I was really challenged to consider my own approach and had to question it again and again, burning down and rebuilding my, my practice over and over again. I feel like VCU isn't really looking for a particular kind of artist, and they're not looking to churn out a particular kind of work. They're not interested in style. Instead, they seem to be attracting these really smart artists that are driven and focused and following their own particular line of inquiry. And because of that, I got to work with this really diverse, challenging group of peers. VCU's proximity to New York City means it's far enough away that I could really get away from the bustle and focus on my work and kind of incubate and develop and build this tight community. But it's also still close enough to the city that we attracted a lot of faculty and amazing visiting artists from the city.